Hello everybody, my name is James Goldsworthy and welcome to techAU's 4th Gamecast, where we inform everybody on the techAU website in the latest in gaming news. I have to apologise for two things really. One, not having one of these out in the last few weeks as I went home and visited family and friends over the Easter break. And secondly, for me, the one day that I could actually do this Gamecast in a while is the same day that my housemate's band decided to practice in a few rooms that away. So hopefully it's not affecting the Gamecast too much. Hopefully you can still hear me. At worst, you're going to have cool music to listen to me to as well. So that's kind of cool. If you like them, go check them out. They're called 8-Bit Love. I'm sure they'll love me mentioning that somewhere. And hopefully, like I said, it doesn't ruin it too much, because it was either do one now or not have another one for a week. And I'm sure you guys want to get your gaming fix in news, of course. So moving straight into it, the biggest news probably of yesterday / today / it only really got announced yesterday, is EB Games announced they're going to be holding an event called EB Games Expo, which is essentially E3 over here in Australia, and that is going to be huge because I'm pretty sure Australians have been crying out for something like this for ages, because it's basically going to give the opportunity to the public to play pre-release games before they come out here in Australia, and that's always fun. Playing free games for free before they come out is awesome. So definitely something to look forward to. It's going to be happening over 2 days, the 15th and 16th in October. I'm trying to beat the guys next door. I really am. My voice is getting louder. Determination for you guys. It's going to be happening at the Gold Coast Convention and Exhibition Centre. Getting louder now. Woo! It's going to be so that's probably the worst part about it, is it's actually going to be in the Gold Coast. So for myself, and I'm sure everybody else that's not anywhere near the Gold Coast area, it's a little bit of a hassle to go over there, but I'm sure I'll definitely be trying to make the effort because it's something that Australia hasn't seen, I think, since 2009. There was an event in Melbourne. So they definitely needed something like this, and it's great that EB Games came out and decided to give the public something like this. It obviously must have taken a lot of planning. Ubisoft and EA Australia have announced they're going to be there. Ubisoft I'm looking forward to, as well, as you'll hear a little bit later with the new Assassin's Creed that's been announced. So you might possibly be seeing that there. That's kind of cool. It's going to have freestyle motocross and the World Cyber Games National Finals as well. Tickets going to be $29.95. They're a little bit more expensive if you just rock up on the day, $31.95. And EB is also selling VIP tickets close to $100, $99.95 they are. Everybody loves the VIP experience, so definitely worth getting if you are serious about gaming. So tickets do go on sale on the 2nd of June from all EB game stores, which are pretty much everywhere now. They're everywhere. And also, if you want tickets, you can go to ebexpo.com.au. You can get them online over there. So that's going to be huge. I'm definitely going to be trying to cover it as much as I can if I do manage to get over there, which will be cool. So everybody get excited about that and try and get tickets and try and go. It's going to be huge. So look forward to more announcements from EB on who's coming and what's going to be there. Moving on, PlayStation Network will not be fully available until the 31st of May. That's almost a downtime of 6 weeks, and that is huge. Not only is that bad for Sony in general and pretty much gamers everywhere, I know a lot of publishers are actually seeing a lot of recording a loss of almost close to $1 million. I think Capcom said it was close to $7 7 digits in their losses, just purely because their online games aren't being sold and that sort of stuff at the moment because PSN is down. I'm not going to go too much into it. Jason did a really good job in his latest podcast in talking about it, so go and check that out. If you're on techAU right now, you can either scroll down until you find it, or you can go to the podcast button above and you'll find it up there. It's definitely worth a read or a watch. Jason does a great job at his podcasts whenever he does them. I know he's going to do them really lately and more often now, so check them out. Stay subscribed to that kind of stuff, and me, of course, because I'm awesome. Moving on, Brink. Brink was released today, I do think, in America. It's being released tomorrow in Australia. There's a trailer that did come out yesterday, so you're seeing a little bit of that now. The trailer does look really good, but unfortunately the game isn't getting the outstanding reviews that it's been looking for. I know IGN basically gave it a 6 out of 10, which is, it's not 2 or 1, so it's still pretty good. The band's slowly descending because it's snowing. The news isn't that exciting at the moment. I'm trying, guys. So Brink does come out tomorrow, so hopefully give it a go. It does look like a fun game. The multiplayer does seem kind of cool. Hopefully don't let the reviews get to you that much. Moving on, Diablo 3. Love Diablo 2. I was a massive Diablo 2 fan, and I can't wait for Diablo 3. It's going to be huge. And they've came out and announced a week ago or a few days ago that an external beta will come out between July 1st and September 30th, which is huge for all Diablo/Blizzard fans because, you know, their beta is always awesome. I know I had the StarCraft 2 beta. I know a friend that had it and he loved it. And so I'm definitely going to try and get my hands on this kind of beta because Diablo 3 is awesome. And what I've been seeing online at their PvP and just everything in general is going to be a really cool game. It's going to be super competitive and definitely fun to play. So if you don't know how to get a beta key, go onto the Blizzard website. There is a sort of section there where you can sign up for all their beta testing and that sort of stuff. Whenever they get a beta, you get asked and that kind of stuff. Of course, it's only limited and that kind of stuff. So unfortunately, you may or may not get it. But hopefully, if 10 of your mates get it and one person does get it, it's just sleep over time at that person's place for like the next month. It's going to be awesome. So get excited about Diablo 3. Moving on, Duke Nukem is due to be released mid-June. Next month, of course, either the 12th or the 14th. There's a lot of speculation around the date. Of course, it's been pushed back like 3 or 4 times already, so who knows, it could be pushed back again. But they've got a new trailer out now. It's called Shrinkage. It's pretty cool. It's just showing like the shrink ray, vision, that kind of stuff, and what happens when you're under the shrink ray. It is a game that's definitely highly anticipated for the year, so I'm sure the trailer is going to be hyped about. So go check that out. I'll leave links below. Call of Duty, they're basically, Activision announced their sales milestone for the first quarter since it came out, and it's hit $1.4 billion, which is huge. And they're saying it's like a profit of almost $500 million, which is just ridiculous. They also said that the online multiplayer component is up 33% over what Modern Warfare 2 was. Now, I'm not surprised. A little disappointed though, because personally I'm a huge Modern Warfare 2 fan. The gameplay, even though it lacked the servers for the PC, the gameplay was a lot better. Of course, being a pro gamer, we're all waiting for mod tools to come out if Treyarch decides to release mod tools, and I wouldn't be surprised if the third Modern Warfare comes out before mod tools is released, as just Treyarch's version of saying, hey, we're still Black Ops, come play us still instead of the new game. So that's great news for Black Ops / Activision for basically having a profit that's just so ridiculous, because that kind of money is just not lying around. Moving on, Bungie is not attending E3, which is kind of sad because there's a lot of hype going around what Bungie's new game is going to be. It could be, I think they teamed up with Activision and they're talking about almost having an MMO, and a lot of people are basically saying hopefully they'll come to E3 and announce something and everyone will go crazy over it. But they've basically said, we're not coming to E3 this year, and the statement read, we wanted to make sure you didn't get whipped into our rumor-fueled frenzy only to have your expectations unceremoniously dashed during Expo week, which is a little upsetting. Now there's people outside contributing to the band, so I'm having all kinds of elements to beat me at the moment, but I'm winning. So unfortunately Bungie will not be there at E3, which is a little upsetting because they were talking about how they're upset that Halo is only like a campaign and it wouldn't be cool if there's a universe to go into all the time, that kind of stuff, talking about some sort of MMO as far as Bungie goes. So it's a little bit disappointing that they're not going to be at E3, so we're not going to get an announcement anytime soon unless they announce it outside of E3, which is very unlikely. So having to wait a little bit longer for that. Also, reliable Nintendo sources have heard chatting about a Wii reveal at E3. So the Wii 2, which is due to come out when it's due to come out. I always say it's due to come out, and I don't know when it's due to come out. So it's basically going to be saying that they will be at the Electronics Expo, which is held of course, in June at the Los Angeles Convention Center. I think June 7th to 9th, I apologize. Which is, so E3, June 7th to 9th, it's going to be, so Wii 2 will be there and it will be playable for people over there. So that's huge, because I only remember yesterday when, we did come out and everyone was just like, what? You're gonna do this and whatnot? Which is a little crazy. So it'll be interesting to see all kinds of specs that Wii 2 comes out, and now the Sun is now battling with this Gamecast. Gamecast is going extremely well at the moment between all the elements, and now the Sun's just like, sup bro, what's up? So now I pretty much look like a ghost, and now there's checkers everywhere because my blinds are just there. But I'm not going to do this all over again. Dedication. So hopefully we all get some more information on the Wii 2, which comes out. And a last piece of information, like I was talking about a little bit earlier, Ubisoft, which are coming to the EBX, which is of course the EB Games Expo, have announced recently that it's their fourth Assassin's Creed game, but they're calling it the final chapter of Ezio's trilogy. Of course, Ezio is the main character. He first came out in the second one, and then Brotherhood, so he's calling it the final chapter. It's called Assassin's Creed Revelations. It's coming out in November, which is why I think hopefully if Ubisoft are coming to EB Games Expo like they're saying, that's in October, games coming out in November, so it's pretty likely that we might be seeing this game hopefully featured there. Fingers crossed. That's all I've got this week. I apologize due to the sun and these guys playing, and that's pretty much all I apologize for. So I hope everybody enjoyed their time and watching this. Hopefully you're all informed. Go check out all the links below, which are of course all the trailers, and I'll leave the link for EBX. There's also some information about that over on techAU. Jason's did a bit of a write-up on that. Go check it out. My name's James Goldsworthy, and have a good week.